2 plus 2 is 5 over here. Why do you believe the first one is true and not the second one? It doesn't feel to me like it's a choice that I've made. It feels like I've just been led necessarily into the arms of a conclusion. Like when I convince you of something, if I had a more complicated mathematical syllogism that you were like, oh, I don't know if that follows, and I went step by step through the arguments. Like, you've heard of the Monty Hall problem?
I haven't.
It's this famous paradox about like, it's probably too convoluted to get into, but it's like a mathematical paradox that seems to have a counterintuitive conclusion, right? It seems like the answer should be a half, but it's actually a third, or whatever, vice versa. And if you heard this argument, you said, oh, I'm not convinced by that. And then I talked you through every step one by one. And eventually you kind of saw why that conclusion does follow. I don't think you've like made a choice there. I think that what's happened is I've just presented information to you that has just made you believe something. And I think that is the process of becoming convinced by something. You know, when people say like the penny dropped or it just clicked, it's like, if you don't think that suppose you didn't know what multiplication was, and I said 3 times 3 is 9, and you were like, I don't know if that's true, I don't agree with you, and then I said, well, it just means 3, add 3, add 3. You don't choose to be convinced by that. You just are, you know? And so the process of reasoning is something that that almost happens to you more than something you do. And that is on the view of someone who doesn't believe in free will.